Dear students, I will explain third stanza of Ode to Autumn composed by John Keats. In these lines, poet presents before us a comparison between autumn and spring. First, we read lines. Where are the songs of spring? Where are they? Think not of them, thou hast thy music too. While barred clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the stubble plains with rosy hue, then in a wailful choir the small gnats mourn, among the river shallows borne aloft or sinking as the light wind lifts or dies, and full-grown limbs loud bleat from hilly bourne, hedge crickets sing, and now with terrible soft, the red-breast whistles from a garden croft, and gathering swallows twitter in the skies. Our poet John Keats says that some people are charmed by the songs and beauty of spring season. Some people, everybody is charmed by the beauty of spring season. And addressing such people, the poet says that it is not so. The songs of spring and those people who think that spring has no music, our and they think that songs of springs are not heard in autumn. But our poet opposes and says that there is no need to feel any regret on that account, because autumn has its own music. It is not so that autumn has no music. Autumn has its own music. And addressing such people, the poet says that autumn season has also its own beauty and music. Songs of autumn are no less lovely than the songs of spring sung by the merry birds among the woods. Autumn presents merry and beautiful sight of nature. Besides the chirping sound of the grasshoppers and the morning sounds of the small gnats. Gnats, jhingur. One can see in autumn the sight of beautiful clouds touched by the colorful beams of the setting sun. Of the setting sun. In other words, the music of autumn is heard in the evenings. When the sun is setting, a soft red glow radiates from the fields where the harvesting is just finished, and the red pieces of clouds look like the bars of a grate. At this time, the sad sound of the gnats is also heard. And one can see in autumn the sight of beautiful clouds touched by the colorful beams of the setting sun. And these bark clouds cast colorful shades on the fields from which corn has been reaped, and only the stalks remain. Stalk, thoot. The pleasant color of the clouds seem to prolong the day after the sun has set and lends a rosy color to the fields. And after the sunset, one can hear the gnats chirping and mournful sound among the willows growing in the beds of rivers. It seems as if gnats are singing the dirge of the departing day, that the day is departing, that day is coming to an end. And their sound is heard at a distance when the wind blows, or near the willows when there is no wind. One can hear the lambs bleating loudly from the hillsides and enjoy the whistling sound of the robin red-breast singing from the garden enclosures. And besides this, the twitter of the swarm of swallows ready to depart to warm climates shows that the winter is about to begin. It means the music of the autumn is the music of the river, and thus it is the self sufficient beauty of autumn season which the poet is delineating here in the ode. Now that's enough.